There is a strong hope because of the political will of the president to reach average Nigerians so that we can have a strong buffer zone that will be able to help in absorbing the shock that are brought forward by the natural disaster in the country and also by human-made disaster and also by the global economic crisis, which also Nigeria is not excluded. And also, we are also in a period of hope for reform in order to make things right. I know reforms as they are, this is not also peculiar to Nigeria. Wherever you say there is a reform, there must be some discomfort that you will experience. For example, everybody will want to put his house in a new shape through renovation. During that period, definitely at times, you must even pack out of your house and move to another space for you to get a better renovation to your taste. So, and during that period, you also experience some pains, some this, but you have to endure because you want to reach a certain level that will make you forget the period you have suffered in that period of this thing. So also the reforms come up with some challenges that Nigerians are really passing through, and the president is aware of that, and he has made it in several of his national address and even at a state visit that has gone through. So the only way is to provide a strong buffer, and that is the intention of the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. So the program are not wiped out, but they are just suspended. And during the suspension period, if you recall, there was a presidential committee that was put forward, and they have made a significant study input towards the problems, come up with suggestions, and then immediately we were announced and mobilized to the ministry. They handed over those their findings in a complete report to us, which we have also studied, and we are now at level of implementation. So as soon as the program resumes, it will be more transparent, accountable, and it will be stronger than it used to be. And then it will be in such a way that Nigerians will be more confidently attached to it. For instance, now, I've had one of the speakers we have interviewed, which made two distinctions between the previous immediate past regime and the current regime. And that's what we keep up mentioning, which I mentioned earlier, the need for digital identity, because that is only what you can convince Nigerians that, do you know that in Ward A, 50 people benefited from the intervention by the federal government as directed by Mr. President, and do you know that this is their data? You can call them through their phone number. You can also confirm if they volunteer to give you the account number that they have received that. You understand? So it makes it more transparent than just taking 10 people, giving them 50, 20,000, 10,000 like that. And when you are asked to bring forward the list, you don't have data of that particular individual that have benefited. So it's assumed, it's now left at your discretion to say I've spent 50 million to 10,000 Nigerians, or I have sent the same 50 million to only 1,000 Nigerians. Whatever you say, people will have to just accept it because you can't have...
There's no record
it's not it's highly debatable because you don't have evidence. So that's the reason. And that's the reason. And I've mentioned earlier that what we have previously was such data identification in those households that were captured is due to the fact that it was rushed and there was inadequacy in terms of the data capturing machine that will be generated, and there was no much inter-ministerial collaborations between the NIMSI and the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry through NASCO. Right now, that's sort of corrected, and we are coming out with a robust program that can be trusted.
Okay, Honorable Minister,